Alright, hey, what's going on, y'all? So currently I made it to Gainesville, Florida, and I'm currently at the BJJ Swamp Academy. We got Professor Kenneth running the show, and I don't know if you can see that. So we just finished up basically what was, I think, one of the more beginner level classes. We're about to start the advanced ones, y'all. I'm freaking stoked. I mean, already just hearing some of his instruction has been crazy. So, alright, you guys, let's do this.
Welcome back to another episode, y'all, and let me just warn you in advance, I'm currently at a Whole Foods, so sorry if it gets a little loud, but yeah, read this real quick. Human beings are strong because we can change ourselves. One Punch Man. This was probably some of the coolest art I've ever seen in any type of fitness facility on the earth. But okay, let's jump right into it. I'm at the BJJ Swamp Academy in Gainesville, Florida. Okay, disclaimer, y'all. Look, yeah, I know, I see. The footage is blurry. I'm sorry. You're not perfect either. Okay, really though, I have no idea how this happened because it's an auto-focusing camera, for crying out loud. So I don't know if it got bumped or if I touched it or what, but no idea what happened. But nevertheless, and yes, I did have other videos that were clear, but this is Professor Kenneth, and you can see everything that's happening. And this guy is a guillotine machine. So anyways, golly, let's look at this. First off, let's acknowledge like the fact that I wonder what the weight class difference is, but that's the genius of Professor Ken, that it's like, seriously, that's my nickname for him, is the guillotine machine. I think he kind of bit me on accident. Like, no worries. I don't think that was part of the plan. But but anyways, yeah. No, in the genius of this style of game, especially choking moves, is one of the ultimate size neutralizing forms of offense are neck attacks, because it doesn't matter how big your opponent is. It's like if you get a hold of the neck, it's game over. Let's be real. And okay, so anyways, all right, so my plan here, okay, obviously is to try to land the takedown. Look at this. Jumps, catches the guillotine. Look how engaged his frames are the whole time. That absolutely ridiculous. Y'all, I've never been guillotined so fast, I think, ever. And so anyways, so this time I'm trying to adjust my strategy. I know he goes for it. So I grabbed the collar tie, kind of pulled guard for a second just to kind of neutralize that. Going for a north-south escape. Gives me a chance to kind of hop back up. And I know he's going for the guillotine, so I caught the leg. Now watch this. So as I land the takedown, already, boom, he's already got it again. Here, you know what? If there was a big takeaway from Coach Ken's like game, is that guillotine was driving me nuts. So I'm actually trying to put some weight on him and trying to relieve pressure off my neck, right? And I want to work to that outside, okay, to break the grip. And yeah, so I kind of neutralize it here almost, but same thing. The beauty of this attack of a guillotine is it messes with my game. Like, even though you're trying to land a takedown, and even though I'm trying to work the guard pass, even if he doesn't fully have the guillotine, my brain is thinking defense, even if it should be thinking like offense or adjust the position or anything. I could not think of anything other than like, oh crap, I'm about to get guillotined again. So it's a really genius. In fact, spoiler alert, like, this is the most I ever get tapped within a period that I can recall. So anyways, okay, so this time I quit trying to do the walk around pass, try to work around. I used my right leg to try to secure the hip so I could get the left one around. He used the kind of a north-south pendulum escape. Instantly he catches it. Same thing. I should be working around. I need to keep going. But in my head, I'm just like, he's already constricting my neck. And then look at those frames. And notice how the way he sweeped me, he didn't muscle it. He rocked me. Every time he does one of those, he pushes pressure and then pulls it and uses rocking and leverage. Oh my gosh, sorry y'all. It's like I'm like excited watching this stuff again, because like this is the textbook concept of jiu-jitsu. Like like how to utilize your leverage, how to utilize offense that neutralizes differences in size. I mean, I don't know if you ever watched the first UFC when like Hoy started beating everyone, but wasn't that exciting to finally see a martial art where size was really neutralized? I mean, that was half the thing that drew me to it. Okay, so same thing, I'm trying to work around, boom, he catches another one. It's like ridiculous. Okay, so now at this point, and even in my game, there was a few times where I tried to do that walk around pass, but it's just I couldn't get anywhere. I mean, but it was an honor to be there. Once again, sorry guys, I know it's blurry. Freaking, you get what you pay for. All right, you'll live. But one of the other pieces of advice that he gave me, kind of off the camera, this one didn't even make it to the little wisdom for life section, is he said, and this has hung with me, and I've been thinking about this a lot, but don't just give your respect to anyone. Even if you go into an academy and someone's the black belt there, like, give your respect where it's earned. There needs to be a level of like testing before you just start calling someone like master or professor. I mean, you know, getting to go against him and be in the atmosphere, he definitely earned those titles, you know, from me, and I could not respect this guy more. But at the same time, I don't know. It's like I have been to some academies where it's, you know, where I chose to be respectful out of that's how I'm wired. But it was a good piece of advice that just kind of hung with me. So he was a brilliant man, great teacher, unbelievable. Okay, now this guy, I can't remember his name. I believe it's Rocco. And so I'm trying to go for the leg drag. He does a great job of utilizing the kind of that old school Brazilian leg style drill to kind of neutralize it. And now he's kind of going for what looks like a butterfly. Starts to try to catch into like a half guard. All right, this guy does a great job of this. Watch this. Boom. Look at that. Nice little wrestling trick. That's an outstanding one, especially if you're into more than just jiu-jitsu MMA. It's like if you can catch that leg and reverse it and kind of work that takedown from the kneeling position, it's incredible. So he's going up, and I'm trying to use my frames, trying to keep my... Now, I'm not actually putting my leg up to protect myself. I'm using it more to try to control his hips. So as he starts to try to step around, same thing. This is kind of that invisible jiu-jitsu concept where you're trying to feel their weight, and I can feel where his legs are at. So I'm trying to... I want to get both my hands onto the front frames of his legs. Yeah, see, so I catch the first one, then the second one, and then I could just kind of feel it. So I was able to sit up. Was able to try to reverse that instantly. I need to get that left knee into the hip. I can't remember if I do or not. I think he was like adjusting something right there. Yeah, so I'm controlling the legs, trying to get it there. Yeah, there it goes. But I'm trying to flatten him out. Boom, look at this. And here it comes again. I got to hand it to this guy. This guy's, sorry, I think they're rolling like a giant trash can by. So I don't know if you can hear that. So, yeah, my bad. And so anyways... I would have recorded this in the van, but it's like raining like crazy, and it really amplified real bad in like the audio. So it was either you guys had to listen to like continual rain tapping or a rolling trash can. So okay, so anyway, so he did a great job of this. Now I wanted to battle and address the legs. He does a good job of going for that. I can't remember what you call it, like a cop grip to get my right arm out of the way, but by then he had it sunk in so deep. Boom, nice little takedown. This guy. Real talented fella. Like, I got to hand it to him. Everybody at their academy was great. Like, it was definitely a great reflection. And you saw a lot of... let me see something. Sorry, you guys. Somebody's coming right by. Anyways, what was I talking about? Jiu-jitsu, right? Okay, so anyway, so this one, now my left hand, I'm trying to get to the hip. If I can control at least one hip, I can begin working around it. He does a great job of this. Look at this. So he rocked me and then brought me back the other way, which was genius. I got to hand it to him because normally most people try to take you the far way, so I kind of gave it. So I instantly tried to pendulum, return the frame back, get back to the same thing, going to try it again. A different pass. This time I want to shut it down, but he does a good job of, woo, look at that nice little sweep right there, using the leg frames. And I think I based to try to scoot away from it on that one. Okay, now this one, let's see. So same thing. So now I'm trying to work. I was going to try to step around. He tries to set up the leg thing, but on accident he hit me right in the man jewels. So that was kind of the end of the round. You know what was crazy? I felt like I just had icy hot rubbed on my crotch. Oh man, I felt that for the rest of the day. But anyways, it was unbelievable academy.
All right, y'all, we're wrapping up today. Golly, man, this class was like really unique compared to most any academy I've been to. Like, I had some amazing rolls. I'll make sure I include some footage of like when Coach was rolling, just because like he was an animal. He is the best guillotine game I've ever experienced personally. I mean, it was out of control, and he showed just some amazing setups from like rear naked. It was just all of it was just it was incredible. The students here are amazing. The atmosphere was amazing, but he had some really unique stuff. Like, for example, like even at the start, he got one of the things I loved is like when we were doing this warm-up, he gave you 3 minutes to, he called it gymnastica, where you basically, you just pick whatever movements you want to work on. And it almost like forced you when you were doing these minutes to like think of your own transitions and your combinations. And even afterwards, it was like he had this crazy recovery trick where he just had everyone lay down and just close your eyes and deep breath. So it was like, even though I just went over like 2 hours worth of training, I feel just as good as when I walked in here, which is kind of crazy because a lot of people will have you maybe do a cool down stretch or something, but I love that he put the emphasis on the breathing, because your breathing is, I mean, that's where everything starts from. I mean, your power, I mean, there's just, everything is so correlated with your breathing. So it's just, this academy is amazing. Professor Kenneth, just the guillotine machine. That guy's, he was unbelievable. It was humbling to train with him. So love this place. If you guys are anywhere in the Gainesville area of Florida, you gotta come check this out. This academy's insane. The atmosphere is incredible. He was hilarious even when he was teaching. This guy could do like stand up on the side. And so yeah, that's about it. So I'm getting on the road soon, but it was an honor to be here. Make sure you guys are training. Love you. Talk to you soon.